Yes. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Good evening for some. Good afternoon for little people on over there on the West Coast. Like always, thank you guys so much for tuning in to KL Culture Radio. You know it is Thursday, so it is Thursday, Vertical Live Thursday. So guys, as you walk in, please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Remember to click all. You never know when we may go live. That being said, shout out to everybody right now watching us all across the board: Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch. Guys, also shout out to you guys also watching us on Rumble and also X. Guys, remember, on your way in, please make sure you smash that like button because we have a lot of people be watching us, but you have to forget to smash the like button. So smash the like button if you are entertained and you like how the show is going through pretty much our driving home journey, or for some people they heading on to work. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to KI Culture Radio. That being said, Hakeem, what's cracking like it? What's cracking like it? What is cracking like it, my dude?
Another day, another dollar, man. We back at it. Let's get it.
Yeah, we are back at it. We are back at it. And we got a lot of stuff to talk about, man. Like always, shout out to Jordan. Unfortunately, he couldn't be with us this evening, but we're always going to show us our love and support for him. And hopefully, he's having a wonderful Thursday as well. That being said, Hakeem, let's go ahead. Let's dive into the sports. So, Hakeem, let's show the picture of Jada. WNBA player Jada Thor is now signed with Playboy.
Mm.
Now signed with Playboy. So people, if you know how well with Jada was a very well known NBA, pretty much WNBA basketball star. She did a lot when it came to the aspect of the WNBA, and now she seems like she's doing other things to make some more moolah, ching, more money, and get her being pretty much signed to Playboy. This is a lot of people saying this is a huge win for her, but a lot of people are very spectacle and saying, okay, why Jada? Why are you going to Playboy after all this time? Hakeem, your thoughts on Jada being signed with Playboy?
Women can say that they're being over sexualized by any of us because you chose to sign a contract. This is very bad for the WNBA. This is very bad for women in the WNBA who trying to live a modest lifestyle. She needed extra coins, so they first go into something to over sexualize it. I support it. If you want us to look at your big buttocks and them cheeks clapping, let's do it.
But can you understand that the WNBA doesn't pay those women enough money?
I
So
understand that.
they have to do things like getting signed with Playboy or Sports Illustrated because they gotta
OnlyFans.
make OnlyFans because there is some that do OnlyFans or
Listen,
some of them becoming streamers because they gotta make that
listen.
extra moolah.
They'll never make no money because they can't gain the fan base that they need to make money. It's simple economics. You gotta fill the seats. They don't fill the seats. Women don't even like women basketball. Women don't even like women basketball. You would hope that, but they want men to come like women basketball when we got our own basketball.
Mm. But Jada, she is big. Playboy been around for a very long time. A lot of people grew up. A lot of older gentlemen grew up, watching Playboy. Even had Playboy magazine. I think Hakeem, this is a huge win for her. I think she's going to be making the bag that she always wanted to make, and now she's going to make that bag with Playboy because now she got a deal. And best believe, a lot of men are going to get the copy of that special edition of Playboy
Mm-hmm.
with Jada on it. Best believe that. That being said, moving on to other sports news. So Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys, who are the great American team, Dallas Cowboys, CeeDee Lamb, I can go ahead and show that headline. CeeDee Lamb is displeased with the fact that now you can no longer do the nose swipe. The NFL now is saying that is now promoting game that pretty much promoting violence. So if there any player that's doing the nose swipe, will pretty much the team the opposite team will gain automatically 15 yards penalty. So Hakeem, your thoughts on that? The NFL put that as a ruling that you can no
Any
longer do the nose swipe.
anything a black person do to celebrate is gang violence. I
You
could
do
do
make a
this.
good point with that. Yeah,
Hey, I could do this. They're gonna say this is offensive. I could do this.
no, but where are they getting that from? They're getting it from artists who some of them could be criminals.
Africans beat to a drum. We talk with our hands. He's a descendant of an African. So that's a celebration. So just like is that gang violence?
No, but it depends on who what artist is doing it. The
Everything,
No Swipe was Young Thug thing.
but that guy's a football player. He's not a gang member.
I know, but the person that started it all, the trend, was Young Thug. So that's
What if his nose was running while he was once that touchdown? And he
no
just
along. Oh, see, if you do that, then see, if you do that on the field, it's fine, but you can't do it after you score a touchdown because
what
they
if
know
I do
you
this?
capping.
What if I did it? After I do a touchdown.
No, that's different. It's like you taunting after you score a touchdown. As long as you're not taunting, you totally fine. But see them there like it, but see them say it's okay, no worry. I got other moves I can do after I score a touchdown. But shout out to the Dallas Cowboys, CD Lamb. And football season, everybody's waiting for that to start. Now that shout out to the lovely Mimi, co-host of Chase the Avenger, is in the building. Shout out to White High, who's also in the building. You know when I'm talking about Dallas Cowboys, he's gonna come out of nowhere because that is his team. Okay, moving on to the NBA. NBA. So Dennis Leonard, Hakeem, he's out indefinitely. So the headline after being diagnosed with blood clot on his right calf.
Man,
It's sad to say a lot of these NBA players. First you had Webby, and now you have Dylan Leonard is out with the same with the same condition with his blood clot. Hakeem, is that starting to become an epidemic in the NBA?
I think so. When Wimby got a blood clot in his arm, and I'm like, how you get something like that? But basketball is a very physical sport, and you over using your body every other day in a physical sport, something's going to happen to you. Just like people who work construction, just like people who sling that iron.
Yep. So, but it's starting to become a strong epidemic, and I won't be surprised if another big star is out with the same condition as well. Some people trying to figure out what is the cause of it because it seems like it's starting to become a really big thing. So, I always remember we talk about it a lot how black men need to go and make sure you speak with a physician about your own health because you never know what's going on with your body. Luckily for him, he's in the NBA. They treat these guys like royalty, so they're gonna make sure they get the special treatment they need so they can keep on playing. And not only that, what also happened with the NBA as well, Jimmy Butler came to Miami. Golden State Warriors came to Miami. And of course, they got demolished by the Miami Heat. So we left a statement. However, when Jimmy Butler returned to Miami, Hakeem, he got booed. They go ahead and play that clip of Jimmy Butler getting booed in Miami.
Hold on, this.
Yeah, and they also did a contribute to Jimmy Butler as well. They show when he came in, they show him pretty much a thank you and everything, but everybody booed him. And after the game, Jimmy Butler said he understand why the fans booed him because he left them, but he can't focus on that now. That's all in the past. So Hakeem, your thoughts on Jimmy Butler getting booed in Miami?
He deserved to get booed. You left us in distress without trying to work up your history. When you hear you're married to the fans in the city, how did you leave here? We loved you. You said you left because you wasn't getting paid enough.
Mm-hmm.
This is why we're gonna forever immortalize Dwayne Wade. We're gonna forever immortalize Shaquille O'Neal. Forever immortalize Chris Bosh. We love those guys. Those guys wanted to be Heat players. They played here. They never talk smack. I love them guys. Alonzo Mourning, Muggsy Boat. Do I need to keep going down with the Heat players that came here and showed love? Tim Hardaway. These guys are forever Heat players. This is Wade County. We don't need you, you goofy.
But I can't get too mad at Jimmy Butler because remember with Jimmy Butler we went to 2 championships. He just didn't win the 2 championship. But with Jimmy Butler we did go to 2 championships. But I want both Jimmy Butler. I think he did a lot. He did a lot for Miami Heat while he was here. But it's just that, fans gonna always have a distaste in their mouth. But you gotta keep it in mind. But some of Miami Heat fan ain't really Miami Heat fan. And not only that, but luckily I do have a Miami Heat Jimmy Butler jersey. Shout out to my friend, my brother who gave it to me. I really do greatly appreciate that jersey. So, I didn't know they was coming down here to play. If they did, I would actually went to the game, actually wore the jersey. People would have probably looked at me crazy. But too late, too gone. So, and unfortunately, the Heat is not going to the playoffs. So, it is what it is. But shout out to Jimmy Butler. He going ahead and do his thing over there in Golden State Warrior. Like, share, subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to everybody that's watching us all across the board. We really do greatly appreciate you guys for being here on this Vertical Live Thursday. That being said, Hakeem, money. Money, 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 money. And money makes the world go round. DBG claims $10 million isn't enough to sustain you for a lifetime. Go ahead, Hakeem, play that clip of DBG making that statement.
10 M's for the rest of your entire life is not enough money. Let's debate, please. I would love to get canceled about this. I stand on it forever. Okay? It don't have nothing to do with me being a rapper. It don't have nothing to do with me wanting nice shit. It don't have nothing to do with none of that shit, nigga. I'm trying to tell you niggas, bro. 10 M's for the rest of your entire life is not.
I totally disagree with him. I totally agree. And now that shout out to Dollar that's in the building. Dollar, trust me, I take your criticism seriously.
Yes.
I am working on that.
Yeah.
But Hakeem, when it came to aspect on that, DBG, $10 million ain't enough. Hakeem, do you understand? A lot of people ain't gonna make $10 million. But go ahead, talk about it. Let's talk about this one.
This was very disingenuous for him to say that. For somebody who has been broke, and he sounds like an elitist. And this is why white folks, I love it, because they show you that they live rich with little. $1 million, $500,000 invested the right rate, living off interest, you can live comfortably for the rest of your life. I don't know what his goofy ass talking about. He done made so much money. He's riding around in cyber trucks, eating Pepe steaks, thinking that's the life. Pepe Le Pew steaks, thinking that's the life. Bro.
No, but to me, it doesn't make any sense. How can you tell me some people not gonna even see $1 million?
$1 million a year. I know people.
$10 million?
No. I know people who go on cruises every year, who live comfortably on they, on they this. Look what Adam in Dialogue said. He said, 10 million is not enough for the rest of your life if you live a certain lifestyle, but some of us can live happily below our means. 100%. Listen, 10 million can take care of a whole family. If you live a simple lifestyle, regular cars, not in Maybachs, regular houses, paying taxes and eating all day. Like, come on.
So with that $10 million, I can buy a nice home. Yeah. I can buy property, land. Will multiply. Now that I put stuff into the stock market, you're gonna do a lot with 10 million. So it's just if you have that luxurious lifestyle that you gotta buy the new Bentley, the new Benz, and of course you're gonna go broke or buy like a $2.5 million home when the light bill is like close to $500,000. Like you gotta think smart, but Hakeem, trust me, you can live off $10 million.
Look, Narrative Dialogue said I've seen 1.5 million in my lifetime, blew it off helping people. It humbled me.
I never seen 1.5. That's my goal. I want to see
That's our goal. But
1.5.
we can live comfortable. But there's this. This is why we're not supposed to listen to guys like him, who's in some sort of a stratosphere. Because listen, if he gets banned from all platform and the money stop rolling in, how's he going to make money?
Yep. I don't know. But moving along, in other financial news, right now, Dollar Tree reached an agreement to sell Family Dollar for $1 billion. Hakeem, this is very, very big. So I think people already know Dollar Tree, pretty much Dollar Tree is very well known all across our neighborhood. Hakeem, you got one near your house. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But Dollar Tree finally reached an agreement to sell to Family Dollar because Family Dollar have more of a bigger chain than Dollar Tree. I think this is a really, really good look for both parties. I just want to see how the prices would be. Cause Dollar Tree, literally everything was a dollar, but the stuff started raising up to like $1.25. But go ahead, Hakeem, your thoughts on that agreement
So
that they
here's the
reached.
thing. A lot of us go to Dollar Tree because the prices are a lot better.
Yes.
Family Dollar, I just call that a regular convenience store. And the prices are not cheap there. So Family Dollar, even at one point, even at $1.25, you still going there with $10, $15. You could shake something.
Yeah, you could
You could,
definitely say something, and I think this is a really, really huge agreement. But I want to know where they still keep the name Dollar Tree or where they change to Family Dollar, or is it Dollar and Family? Dollar and Family. Let's see how that happens.
that'd be good.
I'm just curious on the name. If they use that name, give me the credit because I don't want to say that Dollar and Family. So if they take, give me the credit
Mhm.
on that. And not only that, when it also comes to financial news, Hakeem, Mark Zuckerberg is doing something big. He's doing something big with Meta. He's considering a 14 $14 per month subscription for ad-free Instagram experience. So for some people, go ahead, I can't show the hell. For some people that haven't seen it yet, if you go on Instagram right now, they're showing a lot of ads. And then some people that are monetized on Instagram, they get ads on their video too as well. Now, Mark Zuckerberg think it's a great idea because I think he's seeing pretty much everybody doing Rumble, Twitch, Kick, everybody's doing the ad free thing. So you want to pretty much partake in that venture as well. Hakeem, do you agree with him on that $14 a month subscription for free ad?
No, I don't. From a business perspective, I can understand. Because here's the thing. For a lot of people don't know, social media companies don't make money, not
Yeah,
initially. So they got to turn some type of profit in. So I seen this from a mile away that they're going to head into a subscription base. Right now, they already are. For you to get the check, you just pay a subscription. You see what I'm trying to say? For you to get a
yeah.
blue check, you pay a subscription. Twitter, which is X, was formerly Twitter, there's a subscription base. Snapchat has a subscription base. A lot of these things subscription based. They're trying to turn a profit to that, but it is not really incentivized if it's not really something you do, like, or something that you're getting out of it.
Hey, keep it in mind, guys. All these headlines we show when it comes to the aspect of money. If you thinking about investing in these companies, make sure you speak to a financial advisor so it make a financial sense for you and your family. And of course, it's not financial advice. Always speak to a financial advisor. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember to click all so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to everybody that's all across the board watching us. We really do greatly appreciate you guys tuning in on this Vertical Live Thursday. That being said, moving along, Hakeem, hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip hop. So, guys, I remember on the last Vertical Live Tuesday, we spoke about Boozy and how the general attorney general is trying to sue him. So now Boozy Hakeem finally responds to the general and telling them, hey, he might go ahead and just counsel Boozy back in New Orleans. I mean Louisiana, not in Louisiana. So go ahead, Hakeem, play that clip.
Going with me in Louisiana. That's why I moved from down there, bro. It might be the last of Boosie Bash. That might be the last, bro. I'm thinking of taking Boosie Bash on the road, bro. Look for some venues this morning. Spend me about $300,000 on the tour right quick.
And it's crazy.
And
He
take this
actually did say
over,
that.
man.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna let me be great, bro. Man, I did this out of love, bro. My business partner came to me. He said, man, you know that kid just died, man. You want to do something for that kid, man, and his family? These people going with me in Louisiana. That's why I moved. Kid
That's
just
crazy.
died at
You
sudden.
did
I'm
say
like, of
that.
course I'll do
That's
something
crazy.
for him.
Yeah.
We'll give him a 20, man. You know what I'm saying? Do a $10,000 scholarship and give him another 10 to his family when we get there.
Remember I told you. Remember you said it. You said he was going to give back.
He was gonna pay them anyway. He's not hurting for
Sad,
money.
bro. You know, like
They just
all
don't
the
like it.
revenue I bring to this city, all the stuff, and they just always trying to take me down, bro. Like,
I think you probably saw your commentary.
kid just died.
he literally
The
said everything you
scent
said.
of
That's what we talked about on Tuesday. So I
Yeah.
can your thoughts. You and him was pretty much on the same agreement on when
I'm
you did
hurt.
a cover on Vertical Live Tuesday. Go ahead.
I'm hurt with the city of Baton Rouge. I love Baton Rouge. I've been there. It's a very friendly city. The people are nice, but the government is screwed up. Why would you think somebody who's trying to pay back is going to live off a name of a kid in college? He didn't even know the dude. He was sad the dude was that. But this is why Baton Rouge is forever cursed.
Mm.
The city will never go nowhere if they don't do right by its people.
Mm. I can't. You already know. Boozy. He cares a lot about Louisiana, especially Baton Rouge. Him getting that pretty much like close, pretty much getting a lawsuit because he's using the name Caleb is very sickening to him. You see, like he's very emotionally hurt by the whole situation that transpired. But that's how it is, man. And it seems like even when you try to get back, it seems like somebody always going to try to stop you in the back. And other hip hop news, Trick Daddy said he preferred to date women aged 22 to 35. He said, Hakeem, they are more simpler and they're more easy. And they lower their and they're easy to understand. Go ahead, Hakeem. Play that clip from Trick Daddy.
He's out his rabbit ass mind.
I tried dating women my age. That's the hardest shit in the world.
Oh man.
They stuck in their fucking ways. They wonder why they can't keep a man.
Now look, now you know they gonna get you for this
I
now.
wouldn't give a damn. Them old hoes need to lower their standards and realize that unless you want to
Trick, no.
unless them hoes want a nigga that unless they want a swap out, a nigga that's a swap out artist, unless them bitches want a yes man or a paymaster, bitch, I'm the sugar daddy with no sugar. Yeah, sweet and low. I'm not doing whatever you don't do, you don't get paid for. Like, bitch, stop always complaining. Like, for real. Them hoes stuck in their way. I asked her, where you at? You ain't my I'm not your bitch. I hope I'm not your daddy, bitch. I want to know where you at, bitch, in case you get in an accident, in case you get a flat tire. I'm not. See, women want to get treated like niggas. I can't. I don't like niggas. I'm gonna treat you like a nigga. I treat niggas any kind of way. I tried dating women my age.
Why
That's the
hasn't
hardest
you
shit in
with
the
Trick
world.
Daddy right now?
Man.
They stuck in they fucking. You
Go
want to get
ahead.
treated equal. So you telling me you want to get treated like a nigga because you can never be a nigga. You can never be me. If a man gonna be a man, are you really a woman? Why you don't cook? Why you don't pay more attention to me like you pay attention to your eyelashes? A 50-year-old ain't got no baby here. Why do you wait till you were 45 to get braces? It's shit like that. Like, you wait till you 45 years old to get braces. And now you got your little daughter, 21, getting her body done. 23, and she 23 years old, and she got her titties done. You ain't even have a baby yet. That shit gonna drop. You got to get them done again. You understand what I'm saying? Like, ain't no 40 years old. You're 45, you ain't got baby hairs. They wanna go.
So what age do you normally like? Is it like 25?
Nah, from 22 to 35.
So you cut it out. They can't be past 35.
35? Nah, hell nah. That's right around the time they got life fucked up right.
Go
there.
ahead, Kate. That's enough.
35-year-old. A 35. This is about a 35 bitch with a wig on. Let's think about that. Bitches in my area, the only one wore wigs was bank robbers, drag queens, and motherfucking clowns who are prostitutes.
That's enough.
Think about who wore a wig when you were young. Bank
You
robbers.
said a clown that's a
Prostitutes. That's what clown hoes, we call them prostitutes.
oh, okay. I was like,
Yeah, like prostitutes, bank robbers, and drag queens. That's who wore wigs. So you're a 40-year-old bitch who putting on a lace wig. Just think about that. Cut your eyebrows off just to draw them back, and now they crooked. Then some of them get them tattooed in now. I don't want no bitch no. I don't care nothing about no shaving, no pussy, nothing. You ain't got to shave none of that. Unless that pussy nappy, leave it alone. You can trim it. You can cut it down. One against the grain, mohawk, a landing strip. That right there. But you ain't got to shave that pussy. Don't be talking about, oh, no, hell your pussy. Ugh, that's nasty. No, that's when we knew in the 70s and the 80s, we knew she was grown or growing up because now she got grass on the playing field. That's when we knew. So now all of a sudden, everybody's doing what everybody else is doing. That's why they hoes cannot accuse men of cheating no more. How am I cheating? I'm fucking the same bitch who you want to be like. But you ain't got to shave that pussy. Don't be talking about, oh, no, hell your pussy. Ugh, that's nasty. No.
There you have it, Hakeem. So your thoughts on him saying he want to date younger women, 22 to 35. That's it. That's the end of the line.
It's tough, man. It's tough to say it, but like I don't want to get canceled.
But remember, how you gonna get canceled if your own personal? You see, Trey Dad didn't care. He spoke his truth.
All right, fuck it, man. He's telling the truth. A woman that's younger is easily to be able to talk to, and she's easily reasonable to understand where you coming from. You know what I mean? She's not gonna be a Miss Know-It-All. She's not gonna challenge you. Some things she doesn't know, so she's gonna seek guidance from you. Anybody that's over 35 think they're better than you.
Yeah, and remember he coming from an area where he dated a lot of women. Remember he was a rapper, so he's seen a lot, and he understand that okay, younger women are more understanding than women his own age. Women is pretty much his age are a requirement too much, and I think their standard is way too high. Younger women that under the age of 35 are more easier and more simpler. But people fail to realize too, the only reason why they much easier and more simpler because they haven't lived life yet, or because you have the bag. So, but if you ask me if Trick Daddy red pill now, of course he's red pill.
Yeah, and he can understand. We're living in a different age where the women of yesterday is not today. They're so off the beating path.
Correct.
And this is why we gotta go play in the snow or play with the Asian rice. You know what I'm trying to say? Or dip our nose down under.
Yeah, but there was a tough. But I get you, Hakeem. This is a real tough one. Another final hip hop news right here. So judge has reduced the bond amount for rapper Yella Breeze, who is charged with capital murder and the death of rival Mo 3. So Hakeem played that clip today, so the judge lowered the sentence because pretty much his defense team is saying that he don't have that type of money to bail out. So go ahead, Hakeem. Most of these rappers are broke, but we talk about that all the time. But go ahead.
Background for you. Conway was initially given a $2 million bond. His defense team argued he could not afford that and he needed to be in a position where he could continue to provide for his immediate and extended family. And despite the prosecution arguing that Conway could pay a $2 million bond if he wanted to because he lives in a mansion in Frisco and flies in private jets, Conway now returns to jail with a $750,000 bond instead. So it went from $2 million to $750,000. Conway arrested last week, nearly 5 years after the murder of another Dallas rapper, Melvin Noble, known by his rap name Mo3. Conway is accused of hiring a hitman who carried out Noble's murder. He faces a capital murder while remuneration charge, and this means that the killing was done for financial gain or reward. Now, back in November of 2020, Noble was shot and killed on I-35 in Dallas. I believe we have seen video of that. He tried to get out of his car and run, but was gunned down by a man with a rifle. So some background for you. Conway was initially given a...
And you guys can actually see the video is actually on X. But go ahead, Hakeem, your commentary on Yella pretty much getting his bond reduced.
I can't wait for the Lord to hit the hammer of justice on him. You can't afford a $2 million bill, but rap about all this money and you took a father away. I have no sympathy for that, man. If
Yeah.
it's true, I want the death penalty.
Capital murder is a death penalty. He's getting a death penalty if it's
Yeah.
true. And that's
Yeah.
capital murder in Texas. Texas don't play. And
Yeah.
on the Azure, of course we're not gonna show, but on the Azure Highway, as you see, one of the gunmen come out of the car and start shooting with Mode 3 and then taking off. It's crazy. That's a crazy video. I actually saw it. It was really, really crazy. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to everybody right now watching us all across the board. We really do greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in on this Vertical Live Thursday. Shout out to Toon War right now watching us on Instagram. We thank you so much, sweetheart, for tuning in. We really do greatly appreciate you. That being said, Hakeem, moving forward. So the headline of today's show, you already know, Twitch streamer Amouranth. People may know her. She have a huge following on Twitch. Pretty much an incident that transpired in our home. Home got invaded. Hakeem, it was crazy. Go ahead and play that news clip of her speaking about her actual experience of her home getting invaded. And then right after that, play the video of the one that she actually showed the video of the intruders entering her home. Go right ahead.
Police have made arrests, in the violent home invasion of a popular Houston-based influencer and streamer. Caroline Collins is here with more on that. Caroline.
All right, Anthony, I sat down with Amouranth and her husband just a few days ago, and she talked about the home invasion that happened earlier this month. 3 teens, ages 19, 18, 17, and 16 have been arrested. Amouranth, whose real name is Caitlin Siragusa, was sleeping in her Northwest Houston home when 3 of them broke in, pistol whipped her, and demanded cryptocurrency.
Someone is trying to come in here, and then they shot down my door. These 3 guys came into my room, turned all the lights on, and then they had the gun pointed at me and told me, stand up, stand up. And so they cornered me into a chair in my room and were interrogating me, asking me where the crypto is.
Well, Siragusa led the suspect to a separate building on her property where her husband, Nick Lee, was waiting. Nick fired at those suspects, hitting one of them, and they took off running. Brian Salazar Guerrero, DeMarcus Morris, and Dylan Campbell all face charges of aggravated robbery with a deadly weapon and kidnapping. Now, before the invasion, Siragusa posted on social media that she had about $20 million in cryptocurrency holdings. We have that full interview for you with her over on Fox Local. You want to check it out. It's definitely interesting. Anthony.
But go ahead, Hakeem, play that.
Custody tonight after police say they plan to kill their own mother. And they say that it's all because their mom turned off the Wi-Fi.
No,
it
it's the
happened
one.
overnight.
Oh, think fast. Twitch streamer. Go ahead. Think fast.
Oh.
That's the one.
Hurry! Go, keep going, keep going. Hurry! All right, sleep first.
Now that besides the lovely Mimi that's sending me this one. This one is really good.
Stop playing! Is it across the way? Go! Keep going, hurry! Please, hurry. It's in the pool. It's not in the pool. Stop playing! No, it's across the way. Stop playing! It's across the way. Go! Okay, here we go. Hey, you have a camera? I'm taking her phone. Yeah, take her phone. Hurry up.
Oh, in here. It's in here.
Come on. Go.
Whoa!
Them dudes was idiots.
Hey! Open it! Open it! Open it!
So that's it. I came. So there you have it. But those man that pretty much, as you can see, the news report saying there was young teens. Mr. Dog said, how did he get in the house? That's a question I'm trying to figure out because that's like a $2 million home. But
they shot the door down. They actually
so
shot
they
the door
literally
down.
they actually shot the door down.
Yeah,
Okay.
in the first clip, the news lady said they shot the door down.
Okay, so Hakeem, then your thoughts on the whole thing that transpired with the Twitch streamer?
Raise your kids, man, because if they would have got unalived, we was not going to feel bad about that. They would drag her, slapped her up. This is a lady living in her house with her husband. Shout outs to her husband.
Yeah,
that's how you defend a home. And mind you, let's be honest about it. We also need to give credit to the husband. He didn't unalive these kids.
Yeah, he could have did it.
He gave them warning shot. Bah. If one of them kids would have get hit, he could.
No, but he would have got out scot-free because they got video footage, and these little kids are dumb, and now you're gonna spend the rest of your life in prison. Stupid, because of her having money in cryptocurrency. That's her investment. If you wanted to know how she did it, ask her questions on when she go live and say, hey, how do you do it? How do you invest so much money into cryptocurrency? How do you flip it? But this is the world we're living in today. To me, it makes no sense. You going over there, you were trying to rob, they thought she had the money in the house or something?
Yeah, because this is another thing we need to also put this in fact. And I want to know if Narrative Dialogues can agree with me on this one. How did they know she had crypto and that much crypto?
I think she talked about it. She's a Twitch streamer.
I understand that, but there's certain things I know you trying to get. You going to lead the people to come get you. Your information. Listen, everybody' information is public. Nobody can hide anymore.
True. Fact,
your IP address. If somebody figure out your first and last name, a birthday, the state you live in, they can triangulate. When you start talking about you got that money, they're going to come for you. These kids are not stupid. You could pay for a service and find your address. I'm not telling nobody I got 20 million in crypto. Because they was like, where the crypto at? Where the crypto? That's all they kept saying. Where the crypto? They didn't take no TVs. They didn't take nothing. These guys had to be watching her. They had to be watching her stream.
Good point. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to everybody right now watching us all across the board. We really do greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in on this Vertical Live Thursday. I keep moving along. This one right here may be a little bit controversial. You know, I got respect and a lot of love for the church. However, Marvin Sapp instructed church ushers to close the door and ask the congregation for $40K by the end of the service. Go right ahead and play that clip.
Understand the cost that is involved. There's 1,000 of you. I said close them doors. Ushers, close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors. We all gonna leave together. Y'all ain't going no place but to the restaurant. There's 1,000 of you tonight, and those that are watching, it's 1,000 that's watching online. This is a small seed. If I get 1,000 online to give this, if I get 1,000 in the sanctuary to give this, that's $40,000 tonight. I'm challenging each of you all down here to give a $20 seed. I actually think $20 is a lot of money. $20, believe it or not, when my late wife Melinda P. Sapp was alive, was a good date. I could take her to the movies, buy a box, and they understand the cost. Sold her 2 straws. I wasn't cheap, that's swag. I was looking in her eyes, she's looking in mine. Can't do that no more. Now everyone up here, we've all sold and seeded, but I need everyone standing up here with us, with me, to plant a seed of $100. Because again, it costs to sit up here. I got you. Let's see. So put your 20 away, preachers. That 20 wasn't for you.
Yeah, he's under
And
fire.
this is what I need
like
you to
a lot
do.
of
If you're
people
giving
in
electronically, or even
all
if
over
you're
the
giving
place.
tangibly, I'm gonna have y'all come to the altar and give it, because I need to see 1,000 people moving. Bring them baskets. I want the baskets up here. I want to see the folk. Y'all start moving. Y'all can bring it right now. Come. Even if you're giving tangibly, just put your hand on the popcorn. Get 1 soda, 2 straws.
There you have it, Hakeem. He is under fire right now. They are eating him alive.
Yeah, he got arrested
on Twitter.
too.
He got arrested, right?
He got arrested. Yeah.
See, I'm trying to tell you, he overdid it. Hakeem, your thoughts, and I do respect the church. So you know this one's very sensitive. I do respect the church. Go ahead.
In his words, I never would have paid it in my life. Hell no, you goofy ass pastor. All that locking the doors. We would have to been fighting our way out there. We had to be fighting on my that this is a grift, just like the YouTubers. You're right. Narrative and dialogue. This is why a lot of us don't like to go to church, because it's always finance and faith. Faith and finance. Faith and finance. Why does faith and finance intertwine? He said it costs to be up here. This is supposed to be free. You're supposed to be donating out the kindness of your heart. If
that
the
is
church,
correct.
If the church can't figure out other methods of generating money to keep the lights on, you shouldn't be in business.
Yeah, that's why I say I find it to be very, very very alarming. I think a lot of these pastors are overdoing it when it comes to the aspect of seed, tithing, and giving. Like you got a lot of people to do it from the kindness, like you said, from the kindness of their heart. If they want to contribute to the church or want to contribute to the pastor, they want to contribute to the congregation, let them do so, but don't force them to do it. Like close the door, lock it. Nobody's not allowed to go anywhere until we raise this money. No, that's not how things go. And the pastor also got to find other means to get other resources coming in within the church.
Yeah. Shout outs to Jalen. How you doing, mama?
Now that, shout out to Jalen for also being in the building. We really do greatly appreciate you. Shout out to Shay Shay right now watching us on Instagram, and also shout out to Baby97 also watching us on Instagram as well. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. So while we on the topic of the church, right now, Hakeem, Bishop T.D. Jakes revealed pretty much what happened last year when he had a stroke. Now he's talking about it and say his whole experience on today's show. Go ahead, Hakeem, play that clip of T.D. Jakes talking about his whole experience with the situation that transpired last year.
Happened to you that morning on stage?
I didn't really realize what was happening to me on stage until I got to the hospital in an ambulance and fussing that it happened on stage, by the way, because I didn't want it to happen. And the doctor leaned over my ear and said, "You'd had a massive heart attack." And the reason I didn't realize it is because I had none of the symptoms that they say, no numbness, no sharp pain, no anything. I just kind of drifted off to sleep. I didn't know what it was, but I almost died.
Massive heart attack.
He said 5 minutes later I'd have been dead on arrival. The right side of my heart had completely stopped getting blood at all. And as long as I was up preaching, I felt fine. But when I sat down, the adrenaline dropped. And it exposed the fact that I was preaching with half of my heart closed through a clot. And they had to go get it. And it was an amazing.
What did happen to you that morning on stage?
I didn't really realize what was happening to me on stage.
Yeah, that's it. That's pretty much everything that happened. So for you people could remember him, that situation, what happened to him on stage. So he finally opened up about it. He had a massive heart attack. He didn't even know it. Luckily, he was able to live the next day. Some people don't live the next day, but luckily he was blessed to live the next day. But Hakeem, your thoughts on T.D. Jakes saying it on today's about his whole experience?
So I chalked it up like this, and I don't know if T.D. Jakes worked out. I did hear rumors he likes to eat big steaks. Red meat not good for you. And I also chalk it up as him getting older. As we get older, health ailments come, no matter how you look at it. Prostate cancer, you name it, we get it. And you know what I mean? The closer we knocking on heaven's door, the closer we'll be out of here. You know what I'm trying to say? But thank God that he was amongst a bunch of people and he wasn't at home.
Yep. By himself.
By himself, it would have been a wrap.
It would have been a terrible rap, but I'm just happy. I'm grateful he's still able to be alive and still able to preach the gospel, doing what he's doing best. You know, every Sunday, living it up. But it shows you that black man, we gotta take care of our health. We gotta take care of our health. We gotta make sure we check with a physician each and every time we see something wrong with us. That's one thing women are really good at. When something's wrong with it, they quickly go to the hospital. When it's something wrong with us, man, we wait till it escalates to something major, then end up going to the hospital. But you can't do that. You can't do that in today's society. You know, especially us, if we have bad eating habits, we got to make sure we do our daily checkup. Not daily checkup, but our weekly, not monthly checkup, sorry, yearly checkup. It's very, very important for especially black men. We need to go make sure we get our checkup done. But shout out to the TDJs for being open about all the things that transpired in his life. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to everybody that's watching us all across the board. We really do greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in on this Vertical Live Thursday. Donald Trump, President Donald Trump, is now seeking approval from the Supreme Court to cut hundreds of millions of dollars for teachers training. So Donald Trump has now submitted an emergency appeal to the Supreme Court to seek approval to cut hundreds of millions of dollars pretty much allocated to teachers training. Hakeem, do you agree Donald Trump is going too far with this one?
Now I'm like, hey, slow down now. 46. Slow down now. Slow down.
It's like he got a personal vendetta against the teachers now.
Yeah,
like he's trying to cut hundreds of millions of dollars from teachers now getting training. This one I totally disapprove of. Go ahead.
Teachers don't make no money as it is. So I'm wondering, like, why is, you know what I mean? Like I'm just wondering, like, what's going on now?
That would say it's going way, way, way too far. I think he's not really thinking it clearly. He's moving things too quickly and too swiftly. Like he's doing things too rush. You can't just do things without letting people know, okay, what is the plan? What are you trying to do? What are you trying to convey? Okay, if you cutting off teachers on training, are you going to create a new teacher training? Yeah. Don't just go ahead and get rid of everything. Now I see what teachers are complaining about. At first I didn't see. I said, okay, he's cutting the Department of Education because they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. But now you're talking about cutting teacher training. I think not.
You see. Now I think he's tripping because we already ranked 31 in the world of education. So this would just be a blow. Do I gotta send my kids to South Korea?
Yeah. But I think it comes to that. I don't know, man. But I don't know what Trump got planned in store. But everybody's waiting to see what it is. Some people believe he has no plan at all. But cutting teachers training, I think is ridiculous. I think Trump is like losing his mind right now. I don't know if he's trying to make a statement. Oh, remember, like I said yesterday, or he's just trying to do things to go viral. If he's trying to do that, then he needs to stop it because this is now you're really playing with people's livelihoods here. You're going way too far. Thank you guys so much for tuning. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Hakeem, moving along. So if y'all don't know, Pop the Balloon, Hakeem, is making a deal with Netflix. That is big. Shout out to actor Rihanna Oji for securing is set to host. Hakeem, she is getting the bag. She is getting the bag. Papa the Balloon will be on Netflix. There is a new thing that been pretty much starting this year. She came out strong. And look, Netflix came to her and now they gave her a deal. That's why I keep telling people, content creators, you gotta understand something. You never know when your opportunity may come. You may go ahead and just do something out of the ordinary. And look, now she signed a huge deal with Netflix. Hakeem, go ahead and talk about this one. This one is big.
I want to give her mixed props. Miss Arlette and her husband, they deserve it. These are Congolese natives or Americans, what you want to do. They're Africans. They're not Black Americans. They have made a lot of people successful off the Pop the Balloon. Aaron the plumber got rich after he was featured on there. A lot of people got rich after they was featured on there. So they built a platform focused strictly on Black. I want people to know that. I didn't see no white girls. I didn't see them try to mingle. So they deserve this. I just hope they get paid what they deserve. Arlette, I don't know how to pronounce your husband's name. It's a Congolese name. It's a Congolese name. I don't know how to say it, but shout outs to you. Shout outs to your husband. Y'all deserve it. Y'all put in the work. Y'all was the originators. I love that. And this is inspiration for a lot of us who are building platforms.
Correct. It is. This is a huge inspiration. So, guys, if you continue, like I say, continue to put out good content, continue to work hard. You never know who is watching your content. I keep telling people that. I tell Hakeem and doing that all the time. You never know who's actually watching your content. So that's why you got to make sure you come in here fresh with that energy, with that fire, because you just never know. Pop the Balloon, nobody thought it was going to be a big hit sensation and that she was get a deal with Netflix. And that, mind you, guys, it will be airing on Thursday at 8:00 p.m. in April 10th. So be on the lookout for that. I know a lot of people were going to be tuning in. And I knew it was something different about this show that a lot of people didn't realize. So I knew it was going to be a major. It's the same thing with the Pineapple Show.
The Pineapple Show. That
people reached out to her and she didn't do a deal with him. I'm like, why not?
Yeah, well, she's with Gilbert Serena, so she probably feel like she don't gotta really.
But think about it. If she would have did a deal with him, her show would have been even huge than it was on YouTube. Yeah. But that's the thing. But guys, you never know what people pretty much are looking for. And Netflix they starting to sign a lot of content creators.
I love that. And listen, this had nothing to do with DEI.
No.
Hey, narrative and dialogue. Did they have to do a DEI deal at Netflix? No. Her shit was hot. Her shit was popping. Her shit is a cultural phenom. So they say, let's work with a deal with Arlette, the Congolese queen, and her Congolese king. I gotta put respect because they're Congolese, and Arizona has a big Congolese community. Shout outs to the Congolese people down there. Shout outs to the Congolese people. You know what I mean?
And not only that, but of course, last topic on today's show. This one is very controversial. This one was actually trending for the last couple of days. A father took his gay son to the prom. A lot of people didn't like it. Some people liked it. A lot of people didn't taste for it. Go right ahead. Play the clip.
Husband surprised his son by taking him to the prom.
Don't mess up that makeup, gather.
And the only reason why he's taking him to the prom because nobody wanted to take him to the prom.
Look down, let him cry. He's crying. Oh my God. Oh, you made him cry. Wait. Let him fall on the floor. Let him fall. Let him fall on the floor. Oh, poor baby.
Now, a lot of people online loved it. A lot of people disliked it. It was split, 50-50.
Look up. Oh, Mello's crying. He didn't know his pops was going to be there. He's crying. This is monumental. Beautiful. I know. I'm so crying. Oh.
All right, come on. I need pictures. Excuse me. I love the candidness. Let him know. Let's go. Okay. My husband surprised his son by.
There you have it, folks. So I know this one, a lot of people was had mixed emotion about. I don't know. Your thoughts on this one? I know this is a tough one. This is a tough one. That's why I save it for last. Go right ahead.
As an African descendant, as a Haitian man, as a part of the Caribbean culture, as me being Muslim, I'm going to support, but not like that. That's not
That's
it.
too far. You think it's too far? You think you took it way too far?
Way too far. This is not. This ain't masculinity. I want to say more, but we got to be careful.
No, but as a father, you got to support your kid, even though they make their own personal decision what lifestyle they want to live. So I think he was coming there in the aspect of going there supporting his son, even though he may not like the lifestyle, but he said, you know, son, I love you enough. I don't want you to be disappointed, especially on your prom night. That was it. This is a tough one. So I'm just putting myself in that shoes. If I was a father and I found out my son was in that situation, I think I just have to be supportive. But will I go with him with the prom? Probably not.
No.
But every father is different. Everybody's not like us, Hakeem. So this is a tough one. I really want to know you guys' thoughts in the comment. Dialogue say this is too far. Even after the show is over and people come back and rewatch the show, I really want to know you guys' thoughts on this one, because this one is it. This one's very touching. It's a tough one because it's hard to see that a father will risk it all and to do whatever it takes to please his son. Haki, although you see why high is coming.
Listen, he said he should have went with it as his son and not like as a trans person, looking like a boy trying to be a girl. I agree with you. And the thing about that is like, there could be a reason. We know the reason why he ain't had nobody to go with.
But let's say his son was trying to transition.
We not listen.
We don't know. We don't know the backstory. We don't know the whole story. We just going by the clip.
We are going by the clip, but why couldn't he get a date with another boy if he's supposed to be with that? Because nobody's doing that. But here's the thing. We're not saying we disapprove, but that's not the type of support I'm giving.
But remember, the same thing that's applied for women. Everything goes with attraction. Nobody probably was attracted to him.
No.
You get what I'm saying? Let's keep it up. We gonna keep it 100.
Listen.
Cause remember, it's prom night. If it's prom night, some people like, I want to go with someone that I really find to be attractive or very popular in school. Or ball player, or how prom nights is, or gangster.
But listen. It would make sense if he was heterosexual with that statement, but he's not heterosexual.
But attraction still runs for people that are also homosexual. It still runs for them. Attraction still run. Attraction never dies.
We know why he ain't getting no prom date. We know why. Like, we know why he ain't getting no prom date. Like the school, you know what I mean?
Look at Hakeem. Dialogue, get him.
We know why. We know why. Like, let's be real about it. We know. Like, come on. Like, he said nobody want to go. We understand that. Like, we're gonna support you, but not like that. Like, I still got to be the man of the house.
He is the man. The father's still the man of the house, but I think he's just showing to support his son. He didn't want his son to leave. He didn't want his son to be devastated. And as a father, you gotta ask yourself, as a father, what will you do in that situation? You just gonna let you get what I'm saying? It's your father.
No,
as a father,
I'm gonna support him. Not like that though, because I still not like that. Not like that. I'm gonna support him no matter what, but not like that.
Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side.
Not in no dress. I said not in no dress.
Remember to click all, because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, shout out to Mr. Dialogue that's in the building. Thank you so much, Big Dog, for tuning in. We really do greatly appreciate it. And Dialogue, I did see the video That was a great commentary you did on P. Diddy. I saw the whole thing in its
Yep.
entirety. Every
You played.
view you deserve on that video because that thing was amazing. You did an amazing job. The editing skill, your talking, everything. You broke that video down. So guys, if y'all didn't see it out, make sure you excuse me. Make sure you guys go and check it out. It's on Mr. Dialogue's page. That thing, hey, Mr. Dialogue, put your page, put your channel in the chat, man. Because that one was really, really good. You deserve everything. That video, it did. That's why that video did number. That video deserved that type of numbers because that video was amazing. Shout out to Y High, who's also in the building. Shout out to the lovely Mimi. Now that I greatly appreciate Mimi for giving me today's topic. That thing was fire. That thing was dope. We thank her so much. You know, we love her over here on the Chaos Culture Radio side, man. We really do greatly appreciate her for coming through with the topic. That one was hot. Not only that, but shout out to the lovely Jalen was also in the building. Thank you so much for tuning in. Shout out to Shay Shay that was also in the building, and also Tomb War. Thank you so much, Tomb War, for being here. And also shout out to Baby87 also watching us on Instagram. Shout out to the 10 people watching us, pretty much watching us on Rumble, and shout out to over 20 people right now watching us on X. We really do greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in on this Vertical Live Thursday, guys. Make sure you guys over there on Twitch, Kick. Make sure you follow. It's so very important for you guys to follow so you never miss it when we go live. And not only that, don't be afraid to leave a comment. You know, leave a comment so we can give you a shout out because we really appreciate everybody that subscribe to the channel. Do you guys understand that y'all making Chaos Culture Radio the biggest thing on the planet? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Y'all presence is being really known and being very felt. As I can, we talk about it every time we have our meetings. We talk about it. Go ahead, Hakeem, highlight Dialogue's comments so people go and subscribe and see that video. That video was dope. So guys, go and check it out. There you have it, guys. We'll leave it there until the end of the show. So you guys go and check it out. Great commentary. Dialogue Kawafi, that was great. Beautiful commentary on the P. Diddy. That was good. You deserve every number. I hope you hit 1 million on that video. That video was good. Great editing skill. That thing was beautiful. Guys, make sure you go to Chaos Culture Radio description. In the description where you can find the Chaos Culture Radio store where we got the Chaos Culture Radio t-shirt. What I have on. This is the polo shirt. The Chaos Culture Radio hat with me and Hakeem has on. And also the Chaos Culture Radio coffee mug. And there's other gears too as well. There's sweaters. Hakeem working on new gears, so guys be on the lookout for that. And now that got the link is also in the chat. So guys, go ahead and make sure you visit the Chaos Culture Radio store. Guys, also make sure you go to Chaos Culture Radio community tab. In the community tab, we can find Prince Hakeem book, Black Love, and also Hakeem, Broadway Fat album is in there. You guys gotta go and cop it. And remember, also in the community tab too as well, there's a QR code. You can click on it, and the QR code is gonna lead you straight to the album. And Hakeem book, and like you said, Hakeem is done.
Yeah, it's done. We it's getting formatted right now.
It's getting formatted, guys. So be on the lookout for that one. That will be dropping. What do you say, next week?
Yeah, next
or
week.
In April. Next week? Okay. April. Shout out to. It's not gonna be April Fools though. Hakeem. It's not gonna be April Fools.
No.
So, but shout out to Hakeem, man. Hakeem is an author, artist, podcaster. Man, next thing you gonna tell me, Hakeem, you're a pastor. If you tell me you're a pastor, I'm gonna walk up and out of here.
Pastor Hakeem Bello.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Chaos Culture Radio on this Vertical Live Thursday. Shout out to everybody that's watching us all across the board. We really do greatly appreciate you guys. We over and out.
Peace.